Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So to the Free Thought Project we go. They say Republican Congressman admits the drug war actually helps cartels and is slamming the weed witch hunt. Another congressman has come forward, this time from the state of Florida. Congressman Carlos Curbelo took to Twitter to call out Attorney General Jeff Sessions' war on cannabis in states that have voted to legalize it. He noted that by supporting interference from federal agencies, Sessions is proving that he has absolutely no respect for states' rights. Quote, the Attorney General's witch hunt against legally operating state-regulated marijuana businesses in states like Florida favors drug dealers and cartels operating illegally and hurts legal small business owners' ability to compete. He continues, he says, our government must respect states' rights. Now, while cannabis is legal in for use in 29 states and the District of Columbia, a recent poll found that its legalization is now supported by an amazing 86% of Americans. Sessions started 2018 by showing that he doesn't care about what the country wants. He cares about what he wants because, by God, he knows what's best for you. The Attorney General is rescinding a policy that keeps federal prosecutors from aggressively enforcing federal laws in states where cannabis is legal. The Associated Press reported that Sessions' policy, quote, will let U.S. attorneys across the country decide what kind of federal resources to devote to marijuana enforcement based on what they see as priorities in their district. And has been the case with the war on drugs since its inception, such a policy could be used by U.S. attorneys to target low-income cannabis users in states such as Colorado and California, while ignoring wealthy cannabis users, even though both groups were using the plant legally in their respective states. The tweet from Representative Curbelo includes a clip from his speech on the House floor. It is in the article that's embedded in the description box below. And he stated that he's concerned about Sessions' policies, which will affect small businesses in his home state of California. Quote, the voices of the votes of my constituents, Mr. Speaker, matter. The 10th Amendment to the Constitution matters. And for those who like to call themselves constitutionalists, the entire Constitution has to matter, not just the parts that are convenient at a given time. In addition to the witch hunt opened up by the Attorney General's actions last week, federal law also prohibits these businesses from deducting the common expenses associated with running a small business when they file their taxes. Expenses necessary to running a business like rent, most utilities, and even payroll. Simply put, the rules places legitimate enterprises, which have been established under state law, at a major competitive disadvantage where legal employers are paying exorbitantly higher effective tax rates. Now, the congressman then noted that it was for this reason that he introduced the Small Business Tax Equity Act in March 2017. The bipartisan bill seeks to amend the tax code to allow legally operating marijuana businesses to utilize common tax deductions and credits. Quote, the federal government should not be ignoring states' rights and the decisions of voters and state legislatures across the country, Curbelo says. He says we must work to afford all businesses selling legal products the opportunity to make appropriate deductions and contribute to our economy to create jobs. Curbelo concluded by saying that he believes the best allies include illegal drug cartels have are policies and politicians like Jeff Sessions. And he's absolutely right. They are paid for by organizations that love the drug war. That's who reelect them. That's who contribute to campaigns. And that is who Jeff Sessions is heavily invested in, the private prison industrial complex. And then, of course, he's an attorney to boot. The lawyer lobby is another big organization that does not want to see the war on drugs go away, because if they do, that's a big bite out of their potential clientele. Now, while Sessions has tried to argue that legalizing cannabis increases crime, which, folks, anybody that has done even a tiny amount of research into this and or has enjoyed marijuana for themselves know that the last thing you want to be when you smoke marijuana is violent. You are not violent on weed. Weed actually calms you down, cools you out. It's not like you want to go rob a bank. You know, it's not like angel dust or something like that, okay? Now, that's a little bit different. Marijuana, not so much. A recent study published by the Economic Journal revealed that the rate of violent crime, which includes robberies, murders, and aggravated assault, decreased by a staggering 12.5% in counties near the borders between U.S. and Mexico following the introduction of medical marijuana laws. Cannabis has also helped to stimulate the economy in states where it's legalized. And if the government actually chose to act in favor of the American people by legalizing the plant, it showed the potential to have a significant effect on the entire country. Now, in Colorado, legalizing cannabis has actually helped to decrease drug-related deaths, reversing decades of rising deaths plaguing the state. Cannabis legalization has also helped to fix the state's crumbling schools. And for the second year in a row, $40 million from taxes on legal cannabis sales went to a program to repair and replace rundown schools in 2017. $40 million. Didn't have it before? Now you do. Untapped resources. So, can't see much wrong with legalizing it. So then you would have to say, what's preventing them? What's stopping them? And when you start looking into that, the truth stares you right in the face. It's a big problem called special interests. They have their best interest at heart and not yours. And our non-representing representatives march to the special interest cadence. Because that, my friends, is how they get reelected. Not by you and all of you Republicans or Democrats and things like that. No. You just get to watch the show unfold. You get to participate in the reality TV that unfolds every November or every other year. You know, you get to press a button and feel special about yourself. But at the end of the day, it's really the special interests that put our non-representing representatives in place. And hey, November this year, you get to go again, and you're going to see the show unfold again. Whereas it's just about that time for there to be a change in Washington, D.C., where the Democrats are going to take over again, and they're going to do their thing, and they're going to promise change, and everything's going to get better, and they're going to fight against the tyrant Trump, and ba. But what you'll come to find out is nothing changes. Everything is going to remain status quo, and we'll slowly but surely continue down our death spiral as the United States slowly but surely cedes its place as the world's leader, which, if you ask me, we have no place being the world's leader. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's news shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. #WakeTheFlock Up. Have a great day, everybody.